Good morning. I told myself, self, bring your mic, but self ran off and forgot it. Let me turn this fan down a little bit. It helped. There we go. So, off to Springdale this morning to deliver some eggs for a friend, boxes of eggs, and return something. I had 10 boxes of paper to pick up. Joy called me from her work, and they were going to allow me to shred their shred, and then he changed his mind, and I am crying. 10 boxes of beautiful paper. We have, probably start going home tomorrow. We have somebody coming tomorrow, flying in tomorrow, so exciting. It's a girl. The boys haven't been chosen, but the girls have. So very excited about that. So I did a video. I wish I could close up on this, but I don't think you can. I've got it turned. I did a video yesterday about dog training. If you understood how dogs thought about things, you would think differently about your training. And so today I wanted to revisit this, to be clear. With our number one, Caesar Milan, who I do respect, he spent his life training dogs and helping people. And it's more training the people than the dogs. Understand that. It is far more training the people than the dogs. If you can train the people, the dogs will fall into line. So, remember this about anything with your dog. First, it is yours. First, it is mine. Now, I may allow the dog to have some food, but it's not the dog's food. It's my food. It's my bone. It's my toy. And when you are clear about that, when you are crystal clear, I'm allowing you to have this, but it's mine. First, it's mine. If I give my dog a piece of me, I can take it away. And all my dogs understand that. If you cannot take food out of your dog's mouth, you are not the clear leader. That's a good test to see if you're the clear leader. If your dog sees you as the leader. I have people all the time try to convince me how wonderful they are with dogs and how they are the clear leader. But when I am observing the two of them together, nothing could be further from the truth. The dog does not respect them. The dog is not looking to them. The dog certainly would not allow them to do their nails or take anything out of their mouth because they're not the clear leader. So, if you're not your puppy, soon to be very large dog's clear leader, the dog must first respect you. So as we talked about yesterday, your puppy is going to be pushing against you and every other family member, pack member. And when they push against the children, it's very clear to a 6-month-old bullmastiff is typically 60 pounds. That's larger than some children. So just please know the puppy's life depends on knowing who is the smartest, the fastest, the bravest, and the strongest. And if they can push your kid down or they push your kid around, the kid's not it. So if your life depended on something, you would be far more serious about it. So anyway, I forgot to tell you what I was going to say about Caesar Milan. Caesar Milan says, do not make your dogs human. It's not fair to the dog to try to make the dog human. I understand. Some of my girls I've had have been my very closest, dearest, most wonderful friends that I totally adored. I understand that. And but they're not human. Now, yes, they will be in heaven with us. Yes, in heaven they will be able to talk to us. I am looking forward to every canine and kitty cat and horse I have ever had a relationship with here on earth. I am looking forward to talking to them in heaven. them to be what He made them to be. Yes, they can be our fabulous friends. I know I'm getting off on a bunny trail, so I wanted to go there. Someone asked the question, would you risk your life for your dog? And they were talking about how stupid that was. No, I don't agree with that. Not only have I absolutely risked my life for a dog, and I feel like I've given my life for a dog. If you knew how much, Taffy probably takes $10 of supplements a day. That's not her food, because she has been struggling with this lymphoma. That's her supplements. Yes. Yet you love your pets too. I know. People call me and tell me that, what they've spent on their pets, and I commend you. So my point is, don't make your dogs human. Don't make your dogs human. It's just going to frustrate them. Don't try to put human attributes on them. I've heard plenty of people say, blah, 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 my dog understood. Well, they do understand us to some degree. They absolutely do. But it doesn't make them human, okay? So allow them to be a dog. Here's another huge tip, okay? And you can see Cesar Millan teaching people this. When you come home and first greet your dog, if you have hyper energy, now I'm not saying I never talk to my dogs in a baby voice or in a high-pitched voice, but you can cause them to feel insecure if you're doing this. You can cause them anxiety if you do this. You need to be the clear, so be John Wayne. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? No, he did say some Pilgrim. Anyway, he did say some 20-year-olds would maybe even know who John Wayne was. Somebody said, I'm going to kill myself. John Wayne would have said, go ahead, Pilgrim. Anyway, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying John Wayne his character did not coddle to others' weaknesses. What did Paul say? Follow me as I follow Christ. Don't be pathetic. Don't be pathetic to your dogs. You might like that hyper, but that's really negative energy. You may think it's positive, but it's not. You're not affecting your dogs that way. So, don't be giving in to your dogs. When your dogs demand that you pet them, you don't have to pet them. Doesn't mean you don't love them. You're giving in to their demands and they're bossing you around. So think about that. Anyway, I may have to clip this into little clips to publish it and someone will listen 8 minutes in. Anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Praise God. It's a glorious day. It's 50 degrees today. How amazing is that? I'm supposed to be running to pick up my microchips, but I made a mistake, and then I told UPS what a horrible, but it was really my mistake. I got the wrong tracking number, and the package that was supposed to be here today is still in Dallas. Although it left 7 days ago. It went to Iowa, it went to Mesa, Arizona, it went somewhere else, and now it's in Dallas. And that's the mail. That's the mail. Anyway, I carried mine for 10 years. I know all about the mail and the inefficiency of it. Now, not to say that some of the people that work there are wonderful people. They are. I'm just saying they're a government entity. Not that your taxes do not pay the Postal Service. They are self-generating revenue. They pay the people for the revenue that they generate, but they have a monopoly, right? So as far as letters go, I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, boy, I tell you, I cried about that 10 boxes of paper that guy was going to give me, and then he said I couldn't have. I'm going to run by there and meet the guy. Not to put any pressure on my precious friend Joy that works for me. But. So what do I have for you today? Headed to do the puppy So here's the other thing. It's very rare I've had someone not be pleased with the puppy. After you've had this puppy for a week, you're going to be, oh, I couldn't imagine ever picking anybody else because we love him so much, or we love her so much. Oh, this is what I was thinking last night, though. The more I can help you establish structure and schedules for and boundaries for your puppy, the more you're going to enjoy your puppy, and the more you're going to want another one in 10 years or 20 years. The more you overindulge your puppy, the less you're going to enjoy your adult dog, because they're always pushing against you. They don't trust you as the clear leader. They want to be the boss. They want to decide what they're going to do and when they're going to do it. And you're not going to enjoy your dog. You're just not. So be militant. That is a good statement. Be not unloving, but be that strict. Don't ever let them on the couch, not even once. Because if you let them on the couch once, then they feel like they have the right to get on the couch for the rest of their life. It is easier, especially in horse training. Oh my goodness, it is easier to train a wild horse than it is to retrain a horse if someone has taught some very bad habits. That's just the truth of it. When we got A's for Reagan when she's 22, so she probably was about 14. She tied him up 3 different times, and 3 different times he broke loose. He pulled back and he got loose. To this day, he's a confirmed puller. And I have done some work with him, and he is better, but still, that's that. I tell everyone, when you're training horses, they have this small cabinet of 3x5 cards, and they pull this 3x5 card out, typically the one they always use, right? And his is, if I feel scared and I feel confined, what am I going to do? I'm going to sit down on my butt and I'm going to pull as hard as I can, and I might break free. Yeah, 3 times, and he will be a confirmed puller his entire life. Which I know people nowadays don't necessarily train their horses this well, but you cannot say that your horse is properly halter trained unless you can shoot a gun under it and it will not pull back. A correctly trained horse, halter trained horse, will not pull on the halter. They don't do that. We had a horse when I was a kid named Bucky. She's a beautiful buckskin. She was a confirmed puller, and she broke a chain one time. My grandfather chained her to the truck, and we were just trotting around, leading her around. She would stop the truck. She was like a roping horse. She would sit on her butt and she would stop the truck just briefly for a couple of seconds. Stretched her neck. I gotta jump off here. I gotta deliver these eggs, and I don't know where I'm going. Hey, Jesus loves you.